Good morning. I came into Pierceton to pick up my tote that Nan, the friend I made at the campground, told me about. She had it hanging on the back of her ladder. I said, what is that? She goes, it's a tote that you can basically fill up your black tank and haul it somewhere. And she said if it's heavy, she uses her electric bike. And I have electric bike, so I ordered a tote because septic is in like the front yard and I would have to drive. I don't think they'd want me driving across their front yard anyway. So the tote seems like the perfect example, but I guess it's too big for the mail truck. It didn't come with the prime truck, and I hope it'll fit in my car. So then I'll go to Dollar General and get a fan, but I took a video driving in here and the camera was facing towards me and it didn't even capture my whole head. So I got a lot to learn about this videotaping, but there's a lot I'm going through my head about my future. So I discussed that on the video, but since only half my head was shown, I think I'll do it again on the way back. So what kind of flag is that up there? Missing in action, POW. Wow. Is that from the Vietnam War? Do we have people missing in action nowadays? Pierceton, Indiana Post Office. Let's see if they let me film. Hello.
Right there.
I'm the one who had the tote that was too big for the truck, and I called about it.
Oh, this one.
Oh my word, that is big.
It is very big, yes.
So do you want me to drive to the back door?
It's probably easier to just take it through here so we don't have to do the ramp. Yeah.
Do you have like a cart or something?
We don't have a cart here. No. No, but if you put it end over end, it's easy. That's what I had to do with it.
It's not that heavy, just bulky, right?
Yeah, I just did it like
See, I had a cart at home. I should have brought it.
end over end like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
not. You want to try?
All right. So they want me to lift this up and roll it end on end. Y'all remember that refrigerator cart I had? Wouldn't that have been nice if I'd thrown that in my car? Didn't even occur to me, but I'm just gonna go get my car and back it up here. No muss, no fuss. Fits in the car. Now it's on to Dollar General. Ooh, there's no, how do you get out of here? Small town Indiana, back home again in Indiana, and it seems that I can see the gleaming candlelight still shining bright through the sycamores for me. The new moon haze sends out its fragrance through the fields I used to roam. When I think about the moonlight on the Wabash, then I long for my Indiana home. Home. I'm basically homeless, living in an RV, but happy for now. That's all you can ask for in life, right? Create your own happiness. I should have driven through the town. I will sometime. It's really cute and quaint. When I was growing up here, it was not. It was not considered cute and quaint. And it's amazing when I come back, like, what, 40 years later? Just how some towns that were cute and quaint aren't now, and the ones that weren't are now. So it's just, I guess, the way they're governed and managed over the years. Who you got in power? You get that for the U.S.? Are we speaking Chinese yet? because we're gonna be. We don't get Biden out of there. If you don't agree, sorry. Okay, I did my little errands in my little Indiana town. Did you know that John Cougar Mellencamp is from Indiana? I'm sorry, John Mellencamp. He dropped a cougar. Okay. Oh shoot, one of my doors is open. Which one could it be? Always something. Okay. I gave it a little spiel on the way to town, but the camera was aimed at me and only got half my head. I thought it was aiming at the pretty countryside. I'm so bad at this videotaping. I really love to edit and add the music, but the actual videotaping is not real. It doesn't come naturally. At any rate, what I was saying on the way to town is, my original plan was to come to Indiana and buy a little house with a little tiny mortgage, so I don't really have to worry about working too much to support myself, because my Social Security sucks. And then I got my RV and spent a month packing it and fell in love with it. Then I had the trip to Indiana in it, which was a lot of work because I added 2 pieces of furniture that kept falling over and dumping their contents. And even though I got that situation straight, the slides are an issue. I always wanted to get a C-Class, like the Tioga that Nomadic Fanatic just got. A truck with a nice size camper on the back with no slides. And they're hard to come by and they're expensive, and I didn't feel like the B-Class vans, I don't know. My cousin has a really nice one, she loves it, but I knew I was going to be living in it this summer at least, till the end of summer, while I tried to find a house, so that was on my mind, is how comfortable could I be, and then if I decide to be a full-time RVer. So at this point, I think I'm going to start looking for a little house in about a month. I have some issues to take care of. And then I might sell Christina my A-Class late summer, and then try to find what's perfect for me, because I have people around here who would drive me to look at them. I didn't have that in South Florida. I had to go to the local RV sales place, and I was lucky that this one came in like the day before I came there. The one I came to see was out of my budget as far as keeping a low payment, because I wanted to buy a house, couldn't have anything on my credit. And I think they, like a lot of car dealers, they send their used stuff to used RV shops, and I saw my exact RV on a shop in Ocala. They were probably planning on shipping it there, and they were asking like in the 30,000s for it, for mine, and I paid 17 and change with tax and tags out the door. So I think I got a great deal for a solid A-Class where everything works, and 45,000 on the mileage, new air conditioning, security cameras on all 4 sides, have brand new tires, so I blew one out, so I had to use the brand new spare. But at any rate, other than that, it's a great RV. I just don't know if it's what I want to be driving out west for a few months at a time. Just not sure. I got time to think about it, but right now that's what I'm thinking. That I'm going to sell it in the late fall if I find a house. Now my mind could change. I'm just really kind of tired because I've been doing a lot of work. I still need to get it level. It's not level enough. So I'm going to put blocks. Gotta empty the black tank. That's work. It's just been kind of exhausting. And to climb into a nice truck or a van that's better on gas just makes sense. And that's what my original plan was. I just had to buy what I could find. And I did fall in love with this. And it was a good price. Although, it was more than I wanted to spend. Because if you look on Craigslist, you can find all sorts of good deals. I just couldn't drive around looking at them. So, that's kind of my plan. If you have any thoughts, let me know. But right now, I'm going to enjoy this summer. I will take you to look at houses with me. I want to go to Salamone Reservoir, which is a nice little hiking spot. Might go to Warren Dunes in Michigan. Haven't been there in years. We used to go there every weekend with our kids almost. Camped or just spent the day at the beach. Beautiful beach on Lake Michigan. Clear blue, cold water. It's just great. No salt, no alligators, no sharks. I miss that. So there's lots that I'm going to share with you this summer. But I'm definitely not going to hang around here for the cold. So if I don't buy a house and I don't sell Christina, I'll be heading out west in Christina no matter what. Because by Halloween time, it's almost like clockwork. The 1st of November, it gets cold here. And I'd have to learn how to winterize this thing. And I just don't want to have another bitter cold. Because I'm not talking like the cold that it was in San Bernardino County up in near Lake Arrowhead where I lived for a couple years. You know, that got down into the 30s. It did snow. It usually melted a couple days later, and I was hiking year round. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't bitter, bone chilling cold. And if it was only for a couple days. Here, it's like bone chilling cold starting in November through February and March. And I suppose age has something to do with it. Because I talked to my daughter-in-law, who is a lot younger than me, but she hasn't noticed it yet, the bone chilling bothering her. So I do think it has something to do with age. Oh shoot, here's this intersection. I'm just sure someone's going to run that stop sign, broadside me. So that's it for today. Almost back to the farm. Sure, it's peaceful. Look, I'm driving on a road and I passed one car. I mean, I was in West Palm Beach and people are driving like maniacs now there. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the influx of immigration, but it wasn't like that 20 years ago in West Palm Beach. But there are accidents almost every day in routes that I would take. That just didn't used to be that way. Dude, there's a big old vulture. I wonder if there's a dead animal. Yeah, dead animal on the road. Poor squirrel. Should I stop and give him mouth to mouth? One time when I was first married, on a bitter cold night, my ex and I were going to see some friends and play cards, and there was a rabbit that had been run over and was still trying to get away, but his hind end was smashed. And I made my ex get out and take him off the road and cover him up with he had some shop rags in the car, and I cried for the rest of the night. That's how sensitive I was. It's funny how you get hardened with age. There was a time when I would have cried seeing that squirrel. So I'm back at the farm. Here we go. Is it going out?
Not yet. I just closed it back off because you were waiting.
All right, let's see if this sucker works. How disgusting. What about, there was an air valve. Is that this thing that's already open? Does it matter?
Oh, it'll be a geyser if it's an open valve.
It said something about to keep the airflow going. Is it still going?
Oh, I shut it off.
Oh.
I didn't know how full it was.
Well, it'll just stop filling, right? If it fills up.
Well, it's not necessarily. It'll probably geyse up out of that hole.
It did talk about uncapping some. Oh, it's full already?
Yeah. Well, it's
Oh
only
my
28
God.
gallon.
Well, I didn't crap that much.
It doesn't
You know what I mean?
Turds are us. What can I say?
Wow. So I'm going to have to pull that over there and do it again. And so then it comes out from there to your septic.
Yeah.
All right.
Then you probably hook from here to there and then dump.
So we're hauling away the poo-poo. I don't see how you could do this with an electric bike, to be honest with you. Thank God for the mule. Baby boy going up to do my leak repair. And they put the AC in. Stand up and wave. Wait. Don't mouth off or I'll have to cover you up with music. Did he just swear? Stop. Pepper taking a dump. Pepper, come here. Come here.
I don't know, you think another one would fit on top of that?
I told them they're lazy as snot. What's wrong with the kids of today? Does that sound like an old person? Yes, you could get 4 in there easily. I think you should take 4. And I bet you're gonna find 4 isn't even enough. Are you ignoring me?
Well, I'm trying to tell them, because they broke one apart, how to carry these so that they don't break apart.
Oh. Farmer Ian.
Acting like a farmer. He used to grow peppers.
Yeah, be careful. Don't break any more apart. Let your dad do it. You guys are... I don't want him to come in here and see a big pile of straw and no bales left. Yes, you can get 2 more on there.
You sure? Look at the height on that.
Well, get a flatter one on one side and a taller one on the other. Balance it out. You're going to get 1 on the flat one anyway, so you're going to get at least 3.
I'll take 3.
And still, you're going to find it's not enough. I'll bet you they don't spread that far. At least that's what Gary said, and I think he's right. I bet that's the weirdest thing you ever hauled in your car, isn't it?
By far.
Makes me feel like a farmer.
Watch them come out and say, they took hay. I don't even see hay over here. Do you? Do you see any hay?
Yeah, over there.
You did see some?
Well, I don't know if that's hay. That might be straw.
No, he said hay was on the right side, or left side. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay.
Isn't it green?
He says the hay's more yellow than...
What's the difference between...
You know you could shove another one in there. It's up to you. You're going to have a mess no matter what you do.
3's good.
All right, you can always come back. Do you have to do front and back?
Yep.
That's probably enough for the back and side. You probably have to come back and get like